ready.
God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand
A terrific performance of O Canada by the one and only Skylar Cole to set the stage for this one.
Canada, we stand on guard for
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good, young, we all grow old. In a world where you never defeat you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy to say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny. Don't you ever play with? So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you fucking rock before you. So they say.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Now, one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Berry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Jakob Poeltl.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under him.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Raptors, they've got Grady Dick. He's out there with Scotty Barnes. Poeltl is out there with Barrett. And it's Abaji in at the 4. Will be the Raptors off the tip. And the dunk by Poeltl.
I mean, for Poeltl, the rim is right there. He just hops up to put it down.
On offense, here are the Rockets. So Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got those players made out. New York and Indiana, they were terrific and helped those teams. How did the Raptors make out when all was said and done?
Both of those players were upcoming free agents. It was difficult to judge the trade market. But with that said, the Raptors were able to get draft picks plus young, exciting talent like Canadian RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. But let's factor in the biggest key here. It's Scotty Barnes. He is their future. He's their untouchable. He's who that front office feels great about as their cornerstone moving forward.
Love Barnes. Love it. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Şengün's got 5 now.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
Substitution. Number 1, Amen Thompson.
Here's Barnes. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. It's stolen by Green. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Dick. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team.
I like to see the handles from Scotty coming along there. Much improved since his rookie year.
Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Dick.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Here's Barnes over Green, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against New Orleans. Brooks kicks to Smith. A three-pointer off the mark. Toronto's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. And Barrett slams it in.
This is the kind of play you want out of R.J. Barrett, just hustle plays.
And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Barnes, screen on Thompson. Back to Barnes. And it's Barnes sticking it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And Green slams it in.
And once Green gets the ball there, not much you can do defensively.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. And so here's Toronto, following the three from Jabari Smith. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
And the Raptors with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. And Barrett slams it in.
And Barrett will give you these kind of flashes. He got up that time.
It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Şengün. Makes it off the glass. Şengün's got 7 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Barnes passes to Bird. Now Dick. Pass to Barnes. Birtle with the ball. Back to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
You give Barnes any kind of opening, he's going to attack that rim.
Houston leading by 4. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Whitmore. Barrett covering. And that one's good, Whitmore.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Şengün. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The free throw dropped for Şengün. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That one misses. It's stolen by Shepherd. Şengün, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Bruce Brown is out there with this. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Mobo in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Here's Mitchell. The Rockets making the shot. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
An eye-catching jam there by the rookie Whitmore. He is so athletic.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Raptors trail by 9, and we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want, but there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Mobo. Now Boucher, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mobo. The three-pointer, no good. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching the players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Now, here's Mitchell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Thompson misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Brown. Here's Abaji. For the 3. Drills it from outside. Abaji's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
see what you got.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Now the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron, and that certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum, and we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something we pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Now Barnes, following the miss by Fred VanVleet from deep. Pass to Mitchell, and Pirtle has it in the corner. And here's Barrett. Shoots over Tate. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Barrett. Barrett's got 8 points.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Shams, it's been fun. And you know what? It's been too short. So you got to promise you're going to come back and give us some more inside information on the NBA. We have loved every second having you here courtside with us tonight.
Sorry I was not able to break any big news on air this time, but you know what? My phone's ringing, so maybe next time.
That is big news! Holy cow! Come back sooner than later, okay?
Thank you.
So great to have Shams stop by. You can see his passion for the game in every word he says.
You can't work as hard as Shams does without having a passion for the NBA. It's not easy to be that plugged in.
And Toronto making a change here. Abaji's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Tate. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far. And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
VanVleet finds Şengün. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Toronto. They're on a 14-6 run. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Brooks. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 6.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Good work there as it goes.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Houston in the lead. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Barrett. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
Fan, at the floor. And get ready for the fans. At first time, give me a beat. They're measuring up the time. Okay. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
Gotta call my agent now.
And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open. It's enjoyable to watch.
Especially for those of us who are brought up playing the game this way.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's Van Vliet. And so in the game for the Rockets. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. And it's Şengün in at the center position. Here's Barnes. Following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Yep, it counts. Barnes has got 15 points. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
For the tie, it's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Dick. And it's Smith missing. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. A 2-point game.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
Green passes to Van Vliet. Smith for 3. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight. Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Barnes can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 3. Van Vliet kicks to Brooks. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 15. Şengün with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Brooks misses.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Barnes against Van Vliet. Raptors moving the ball around. He was all alone on that. He has 7.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Make some noise, Toronto. It's time for your North Star crew.
we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Houston. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference.
And you know, for Houston, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team. They believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Now Van Vliet after R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now here is Pirtle. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Buries it down low. Pirtle's got his second bucket of the night.
Smart to get Pirtle inside with the ball. The big man's so easy to get it at close range.
And the basket is good.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
It's tipped. Stolen by Van Vliet. He takes it in. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. And the Raptors with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Pirtle's so reliable and solid in these pick and rolls. He knows exactly where to be.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Attention fans, now on the court for her squad. Get loud and let them hear it. All right, fans, time to fire off the t-shirts. Who won one?
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Whitmore, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. It's Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Green. Rebound by Mitchell. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Walter, he's checked in for Toronto.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Pass to Green. Whitmore with it. Back to Green. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barnes passes to Mitchell. Driving to the basket.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Green finds Whitmore. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And now a 10-point Houston lead. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Here's Whitmore. And he drops it in from the low post. Whitmore's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Barnes against Green. Mitchell kicks to Boucher. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 5 on the clock. Will it go? Walter can't get it to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets ahead. They lead by 12. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
All right, fans, you expect...
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Walter. Mitchell is out there with Brown. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Mobo in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Back to Green. Pass to Eason. Good on the three-point shot. Eason's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Eason. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Adams, he's checked in for Jeff Green. And here are the Raptors now, down by 15. Pass to Walter. Here's Shed. The rebound by Steven Adams. To the right side. Here's Whitmore. It's hauled in by the Raptors. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Tate, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Substitution for the Rockets. Number 8, Jason.
Rockets leading by 15. Thompson outside. Right wing. Latrey. Walter pulls it in. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tate.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Shed, and the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Brown. And Thompson sends it back. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And Toronto making a change here. Barrett's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Şengün's checked in for Adams. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to Mobo. And again, no good by Toronto. Rockets leading by 15. Here's Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Shed. Over Shepard. And again, no good by Toronto. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The shot by Thompson, no good. Raptors have gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. A disastrous start to the period. Shed, that's good.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now, here's Tate. Misses the 3. Stolen by Thompson. Inside, here's Shepard. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists tonight.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
For the Rockets, Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Tari Eason. Jalen Green comes in for Amen Thompson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. Here's Dick. Pass to Shed. Barnes screen on VanVleet. Up top Barrett. Shot clock at 6. No one covered.
A really good focus from RJ there. I think that improves his percentages.
VanVleet passes to Green. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's 10 points for Jalen Green.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Bertle dishes to Barrett. Free throw line jump shot. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Crafty move. And the layup is good. And the Rockets lead by 19.
Did Şengün answer the bell tonight, or what? Tremendous offensive performance.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Bertle finds Barrett. Now here's Barnes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Tate. From outside, off the mark. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And that one's good, Barnes.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so they'll stretch their victory totals to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Fred VanVleet.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Now here's Brooks, following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Green, no luck. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes sweeping it down. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And Şengün throws it down.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. So Barnes will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
Scotty Barnes just is one of those guys that's a complete player and competes.
Outside Holiday, rebound by the Raptors. Barnes outside. Knocked away. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And now, our player of the game, Fred VanVleet.